Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Shashi and I am a runner. Guys, on 9th August 2020, I ran from Dehradun to Mussoorie and back. I ran 50 kilometers in less than 7 hours, and all this was hill running, mountain running. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I completed this run injury free. I will also be sharing with you some tips to run a self-supported run of 50-kilometer distance in hills. Before we proceed, I would request you to have a look at the Strava running log of this 50-kilometer run from Dehradun to Mussoorie and back. Guys, I have been practicing hill running for past 7 months now. I started running in the hills in the month of January 2020. I run in the hills twice a week. When I started, it was only with 8-kilometer run in the hills. Gradually, I increased this mileage to 10, 12, 15, 20, 24, 28, 32, 35. I ran 35 kilometers in the hills 3 times before I ventured out to try my first 50-kilometer run in the hills. I ran from Dehradun to Mussoorie and back for the first time on 26 June 2020. And after waiting for 1.5 months, I tried this run again on 9th August 2020. When I tried to run this 50-kilometer distance for the first time in June, it was not a very good run. I got injured. I had a muscle pull in my right thigh, and the injury took 3 days to heal after I finished my run. But second time when I repeated this run, I did this injury free. I had a strong finish and I had a better timing. So how I managed to do it so efficiently, I'm going to share with you in this video. So keep watching. Now I'm going to share with you some tips to run a 50-kilometer self-supported run in the hills. Tip number 1 is practice. Hill running can be improved by practicing it. According to my experience, you should practice hill running for at least 3 months before trying to run a 50-kilometer distance in the hills. If you are running 5 times a week, at least 2 days should be reserved for practicing hill running. If you are new to hill running, start slowly. Start with 8 to 10 kilometer run in the hills at a very easy pace. Every week, keep on adding 4 to 5 kilometers to your hill running. Increase your hill running from 8 kilometer to 10 to 12 to 15, 20, 25, 28, 30, 32, 35. Once you are able to run 35 km in the hills, repeat that at least 2 to 3 times. And after having done that, you are ready to try your first self-supported 50-kilometer run in the hills. Tip number 2 is mileage. My weekly mileage is 100 km. To be able to run a 50-kilometer distance in the hills all by self-support, your weekly mileage should be at least 100 km. Now, whatever is your weekly mileage currently, keep on increasing that by 10% every next week till you reach the mileage of 100 km per week. Don't try to increase your weekly mileage dramatically. If you do that, you will get running injuries. Increase it in a systematic and gradual manner. Tip number 3 is hydration. Friends, when I ran from Dehradun to Mussoorie and back, I took a very good care of my hydration. When I started from my home, I was carrying 2 liters of water in my water bladder. which I was carrying in my hydration pack. I refilled my water bladder twice during my run, so I must have consumed at least 6 liters of water. Besides this, I was also drinking water every time I found a tap on the way, so I must have consumed 7 to 8 liters of water in total. Every 20 minutes, I drank water. I drank water even when I was not thirsty. I must have drunk 1 liter water per hour at least. After crossing 35 kilometers, I began to feel somewhat fatigued, but my body did not give up. My body completely supported me in running the last few miles. I think the reason behind it was I was fully hydrated. I was able to push myself in the last few miles at my best pace because I was a well hydrated body at that time. Tip number 4, nutrition. Usually, I don't feel like eating when I go out for my morning runs, even the long ones. But this time, as soon as I got out of my bed in the morning, I brushed my teeth and ate 2 large bananas. So, by the time I started, those bananas were digested and they were ready to supply me energy. And then, after every 1 hour, I consumed some food. I was carrying food with me. I carried soaked grams, हिंदी में बोलते हैं भिगाए हुए चने. I was carrying peanuts, Parle-G glucose biscuits, bananas, and glucose. I ate even when I was not hungry. And like when I was taking peanuts, I took a fistful of peanuts. When I took grams, I took a fistful of grams. Biscuits, I ate 7 to 8 biscuits. And when I had banana, I had one big banana. I took glucose with water only after having completed 33 kilometers. After having completed 33 kilometers, I took glucose every half an hour. I was carrying a 100-gram glucose packet and I took 4 scoops at a time. I nearly consumed the same amount of calories that I had burned during my run. I was feeling fatigued because my muscles were constantly working, but I wasn't worn out or drained off. Till the very end, I was completely fueled up and energetic. That is the reason I could run 50-kilometer distance with such a good timing. I'm satisfied with my timing and I didn't injure myself. Tip number 5, don't rest too much in the preceding week. The day you are going to run your 50 kilometer, a week before that, don't rest too much. Every day go out for 1 hour, walk or run slowly, but keep yourself active. That is what I also did. Now, sixth and the last tip and the most important tip. Keep doing positive self talk with you, especially in the second half of the run after the 25 kilometers. I was talking to myself, Shashi, wow, you have done 25 kilometers. Now it is going down, countdown has started. So I was telling myself every 10 hours, now only this much is left, now only this much is left. Oh, you have almost done it. And I was boasting myself. I was enjoying my run. Throughout my run, I did not take it as a punishment. I was looking at the beautiful sights. I was drinking up the beauty of nature. I was smiling, laughing. Despite my pain, I started to feel happy. This positive talk, when you fake it, you make it. Fake that you are tremendously happy. Yes, you're enjoying the run, the beauty is enormous around you, but at the same time, there is pain because you are putting in effort. You are going against the gravity, climbing up. But if you fake that you are extremely happy, actually you become extremely happy, and that really helps you to complete your hill running with very good efficiency.